Hey everybody, welcome to Life with Annie. So we are having lunch today, just a simple little grilled cheese. I have not made a grilled cheese in quite a while, and I thought I was doing some other things this morning, and I thought, what do I want for lunch today? Don't have any leftovers, so I gotta come up with something, and I haven't bought groceries yet, so I don't have a ton in the house. So for little lunches, so I thought I got some cheese, I got some bread, I got some butter, and we're gonna have us a grilled cheese. Let's see, make sure I got the right burner on. All right, so I'm just gonna butter my sides of my bread. So I thought we'd do, I'm wearing like a peachy orangish kind of shirt, so I thought let's just go orange today, or in the peach orange tones, and we'll do an orange tone, peach tone lunch. So that's what we're gonna do. And I think it's gonna be so good, because like I said, I have not had a grilled cheese sandwich in quite a while. All right, so I've got my, I'll just set that right there for now. I only like one piece of cheese on mine. If you don't like this kind of cheese, by all means, eat the regular cheese that they slice at the deli. I love that kind of cheese just for this purpose. It's very good. Even though they say it's not even cheese, I still like it. All right, so we've got our cheese there. We've got our butter on our bread. Grab a little spatula here. So we're gonna just cook up our grilled cheese real quick. So what are y'all having for lunch today? It's a beautiful sunny day here, and yeah, I'm getting a little hungry, so I thought I would go ahead and I'm gonna have my lunch a little early today. I'm kind of getting like my mother. I think I told y'all this before. Before I retired, I would call them at lunch, and they had eaten their lunch at like 9:30. My sister would go over, and they would have already had their lunch. I'm like, how do y'all eat that early? Well, since I retired, I'm doing the same thing. Because your day, you know, I don't really eat a ton of breakfast. Sometimes I do eat a breakfast on the weekends, but for me just to come in here and cook a breakfast, sometimes I do, but it's not like I do it all the time. So by the time 9, 10 o'clock come around, I'm hungry. So I'm gonna just flip this just to let that. My bread was slightly frozen this morning because I didn't know I was gonna have a sandwich, so I wanted to, I just took a couple slices out, and we're just gonna let that kind of cook up. Yummy, yummy. It's gonna be good. All right, I can turn you up a little bit now. I don't want to burn you, but I want you to go ahead and hurry up and cook because I'm hungry. I like to mash it down too. Okay. I had somebody comment the other day. I had done a leftover pork sandwich, and somebody said, we know how to make a sandwich. Well, I know you know how to make a sandwich. That's not the purpose of the video. It's just a lunch with Annie. You know, it's not, I'm not showing y'all anything. I've always said I'm not a professional anything. This is just living my life, and I'm just sharing it with y'all. So I know y'all know how to make a grilled cheese sandwich too. All right, it's starting to brown up a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna grab my plate, and I thought, well, do I have the ingredients in this house to go orange? Well, I wanted to use my cute little blue plate. I found these at Ingles grocery store several years ago, and I just bought a couple of them for me and Matt to have little easy, simple, smaller lunches or whatever breakfast, and I just thought they were so cute. So I thought we'd eat on that, even though it's not orange, but the rest of it is gonna be keeping with the orange peach kind of springy theme. So my top, my grilled cheese, I've got Cheetos, those on our plate. Let me check this other side here. Ooh, yeah. I'm doing good. I'm going to turn it off because I think it's pretty well getting done. Look at that, y'all. Is that not gorgeous? Are y'all craving a grilled cheese sandwich now? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that noise? That was my ice maker, my new ice maker. We got our new refrigerator. So I love it. I'm so happy. I've never seen anybody get so excited over a refrigerator, but I am, and it's got the ice maker in there. And y'all know I had bought this, and I love this little ice maker from Amazon. Our ice maker in our old refrigerator wasn't working, hadn't worked in years, so we bought that little ice maker off Amazon. Some of y'all said that y'all had bought something like that, and they didn't last. Well, ours is still going, but you're constantly having to come in here, pour water in. It's noisy, and it's just, I always wanted an ice maker in my refrigerator. So we got us our new refrigerator. They brought it out Saturday. Look at this, y'all. Look at this deliciousness. And it makes ice. But the funny thing is, when they brought it out, and after the guys left, and I'm going to get a knife and cut this. After the guys left that delivered it, I said, Matt, where's the ice maker? Because I wanted to get that thing going. And he said, I don't see one. And so we're looking, and we're looking and looking, and I'm like, he said, I don't see an ice maker. I said, you've got to be kidding me. So I called Jean, because she's the lady that sold it to us. We got it at Home Depot. And she said, if we have any issues, call her. She put her name and her extension on there. So I called her. I said, Jean, I said, I don't think we have an ice maker. She said, you don't? And she looked it up. She said, you should have one. I said, well, and all of a sudden Matt goes, what? Wait a minute. I see it. I think I see it. And so I was joking with Jean. I said, Jean, Lord, we done lost it now. I was like, she said, don't worry about it. She said, it happens all the time. So it's a newer kind of refrigerator, and I guess it's way in the back, and it just don't look like we're used to seeing as an ice maker. And but I love it. I told Matt, nothing's going on the refrigerator. I got one pair of scissors that are, it's a magnetic pair. They're on the side. I said, no pictures, no business cards, no calendars, nothing is going on that refrigerator because it is so beautiful. I'm so excited about it. But we do have an ice maker, so that noise that y'all barely heard was the ice maker, and I love it. All right, let me cut my little sandwich half in two, as we say in the South. You can cut it in half, or you can cut it half in two. All right, there we go. We got our Cheetos. Now, what are we going to drink that's orange? Well, of course, one of my favorite drinks, Orange Crush. This is a good idea. If you have kids and you want to get them to eat something, or just get them to be excited about something, do these little theme meals. And I was talking to my sister yesterday, and she was, she's still got one of her grandchildren are still in, kind of diaper stage still. And we were talking about getting them potty trained. And I said, well, I'm going to tell you what I did with my kids. I said, when it's time for them to really learn to be potty trained, I said, you have to do little gimmicks and stuff. And I said, I took a little jar, a little plastic jar, and put it in the bathroom on the toilet. And I said, or on the counter there, and I said, I kept it, it was sealed and everything. And I said, if you come in here and go potty, you get to get a little M&M out of it, or Skittles or something. And they would go, and then when they do, if they do go potty and they get their little treat, jump up and down and act like it's the best thing you've seen all day, and it's going to be the best thing you see all day, and you just have to make a big deal out of it. It worked for my kids, and I told her, I said, you need to try that and see if that helps. And if you don't want to give them sweets, you could put like a quarter in there. These girls love to go to the Dollar Tree. And I said, put a quarter in there. And when they earn so many quarters, then you can take them to the Dollar Tree. You have to kind of do little things, and it makes it fun for them. And then it's a memory for them when they grow up, and they can tell their kids about it or use those same ideas. So here we go. We are having lunch with Annie today. We're having a grilled cheese, Cheetos, Orange Crush, and keep in theme with everything, my shirt matches as well. So I'm going to go enjoy this. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.